Thank you, Senator Blumenthal. I'm so grateful for your leadership and the leadership of our whole congressional delegation on violence against women. And I'm grateful to all of the advocates that are here today. And I especially want to thank Monique for telling us her story and giving a face to what it's like to be a survivor of violence. And, it's disappointing that we're here again. I remember in 2013 having similar events, having similar conversations, and having the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act be controversial is just really disturbing to me. And I'm hopeful that our leaders in Washington, D.C. will see fit to reauthorize this act soon, recognizing what we've heard here today, how important these resources are, how important these laws are to protecting violence survivors all across our country and helping victims in the moment, as we've heard about here today as well. But if there's an effort to roll some of these protections back, to move backwards with the great progress we made in 2013 on protecting our LGBTQ plus neighbors in this act, that would be wrong, and we need to fight that. If there's any effort to roll back protections for our immigrant populations, that would be wrong, and we need to fight that. I'm hopeful that in Washington, D.C., like has happened here in the state of Connecticut, where we've been such strong leaders on combating sexual violence and domestic violence in a bipartisan way, Democrats and Republicans have come together in so many different initiatives where Connecticut has led the nation to eliminate violence against women. I'm hopeful that that's still going to be the case here in Connecticut, although sometimes I see evidence that that may no longer be the case. But I'm hopeful that our leaders in Washington will understand how important this law is and how in this moment, when so many women are coming forward and telling their stories, bravely coming forward and explaining what's happened to them and how violence has affected their lives, that our leaders in Washington will hear that and act.
We're talking about real support, real aid, real assistance that survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault need. And there should be nothing partisan about the Violence Against Women Act. There should be nothing, absolutely nothing political in a partisan sense about supporting survivors of sexual assault or domestic violence.